For a fifth day, British drivers in parts of the country are waking up to a continued fuel emergency. Long queues and pumps closed again. The government message is that things are improving, but it's difficult.
What we want to do is make sure that we have all the preparations necessary to get through till Christmas and beyond, not just in the supplying the petrol stations, but all parts of our supply chain. You're seeing the global economy really sucking in a huge amount of demand at the moment.
But that's small comfort to all those up early this morning and waiting in line.
Getting to a point where I may not be able to make my shift, to get to work. So that's not ideal when you work in a hospital or anywhere, really.
I think they're trying to calm people down, is what they're trying to do, which is understandable. But my mum didn't make it to my house the other night. I had to get a jerry can to bring this car back.
With reports of fuel theft and clashes at petrol station forecourts on the rise, union leaders have repeated their calls for government to prioritise key workers at the pumps and find more drivers.
The only thing we can do at the moment to get back to some sort of normality is to get the 100, 200 military drivers to actually start delivering to forecourts, because all of the tankers at the refineries are full up with diesel and petrol, ready to go. We just need some drivers.
There are signs that the government may finally act on this.
Anyone versed in military defence issues knows that it takes a couple of days, sometimes a few days, to get troops on the ground. We've decided to do that, and I think in the next couple of days people will see some soldiers driving the tanker fleet.
As far as European truckers taking up the temporary visas to come back, there was little enthusiasm on the roadside in Poland. No thank you, Mr. Prime Minister, said truck driver Jakub Pajka. I do not think anyone would want to relocate for 3 months just to help the British sort out their Christmas. And at this British goods store in Belgium, which since Brexit has had to switch to suppliers from Ireland for most of its goods, there was also little sympathy for Westminster's predicament.
I think the phrase, I told you so, comes to mind. Not to be childish, but we could see this coming. There had to be repercussions of Brexit. There had to be issues that weren't thought of beforehand, and we're now seeing that.
The stories are building up. School coach trips cancelled, hotel cancellations, weddings postponed, medical couriers delayed, and although the government remains positive, there's still no guaranteed end in sight.